Like you have to select a student name, any one of the names, and the roll number will be automatically reflected over here.
Okay.
And I have restricted only one record for this. Like it won't
Okay.
allow next one.
Okay.
And in the subjects also same. Like here also I restricted only one record for this one. Like you have to enter marks over here. Yeah. Your grand total will be reflected and a grade, the total percentage, and result pass or fail. And also add
Mm-hmm.
evaluations for this. Like it won't allow a negative value or any. Uh, Return all the validations for this all fields. Right.
Okay, have you tried update, Pawan? Are you updating any form?
Yeah. An update I
Right?
haven't done anything.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, you practice that also later. Okay.
Like update means like just give
Let's
me.
say you just create a lookup from student
So
form at the
inventory type like that one.
yeah, just create a student lookup from the top. Okay.
Mm.
So you just update this result into the student's form, whether the result is pass or fail. Just try to learn, I mean, just try to write update query, update the result into student's form. That's it. You just create a lookup from student form at the top, not in the sub form, it in the main form.
Yeah, like I have small doubts like here, like
Mm.
how to avoid this duplication. Suppose if you have selected this name, like
Mhm.
after submitting, it should be not allow us to create record on the same person. Is there
Yeah,
any?
you have to write a count functionality for that. So in that you have to check, have you submitted any data for that? Okay, I'll teach you now. Okay. So what tomorrow what you have to do is just remove the student form, a sub form. Okay, just remove the first one. Okay, create a student name in the main form itself. Okay, so once you submit this form, okay, you just update the result into student form. Okay,
Yeah, okay. Like
sure.
how you
Okay.
saying, getting little bit confusion. Like
Sorry, Pavan, come again.
yeah, like I have been little confusion. So can you say once again
Okay. What I'm saying is you just remove the
this one?
yeah, that form itself. You don't need that form sub form. Okay.
Yeah, I have to
Instead,
add lookup over here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Create a lookup in main form.
yeah, okay.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
when you submit the data, let's say for student one, in the student master, you have to create one field called result. Okay.
okay. So
So
it should
when
be
you
reflecting the main form. Like after submitting, it should be reflecting the other form result.
yeah, yes, exactly. Let's say if you select R of Sharma and place some value, if the result is pass, you should update this pass value into that student form.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, okay. So
fine.
I
Can I
have
see
another
the
one doubt.
code? Yeah, go ahead.
Like here in percentage, how to add a suffix for this? Like percentage symbol over here. I have tried it, but
Okay. The thing is, Pavan, if you want to update a percentage symbol, then you have to go for a single line field because percentage symbol is like a text that is not a float value, right?
okay.
So if you want to display anything other than number, you have to go for a single line field. Actually,
So I have added a percentage field over here.
I know, I know. Yeah, I understand that. Percentage is also a float.
So I have to replace it with a single.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a test one, right? So create another single line field and concat this value with percentage.
Okay. I
May
have tried it
I?
concatenation for this bit, but I got an error.
Yeah, yeah, because you cannot concatenate anything in a float field. Okay.
First, we have to convert it into single digit, like this one.
No, you don't need to convert into single digit. Just what you have to do is create a single line field and assign it input at percentage plus, okay, put percentage in a double quotes. That's it.
Okay.
Can I see how did you calculate the grade value in the code?
This one.
Mm-hmm.
For your three input marks, I have written the grand total for three of them, and here are the
Mm-hmm.
validations. Like here, all the validation we have written. Like marks, input marks must be between 1 to 100. So,
Yeah, I understand. Can you create? Can you open that grand total
yeah. Just a moment.
function?
Here I added the percentage. I have added same code for the three things, like three input
Yeah, yeah,
marks.
yeah, yeah. I understood. Understood.
Same thing I have done with max physics
Yeah.
chemistry.
Okay. Where is the grade one? Just open the grand total one. Let's see.
Yeah, these three are Gantt total, and then same thing. Like difference is the subjects
I
like
just
chemistry
want to, I just want to know how are you populating the grade?
grade of total. Like I used this one, like equal
Oh,
statement. Like,
okay, 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 okay. I'll teach you something. This is good. Very nice. You did a great job actually. You used all the looping thing, right? Yeah,
yeah,
initial states. This is how you have to learn. Okay, good, good, Pawan. Yeah,
and I have disabled some fields over here. On the fields.
perfect. Okay. Okay. Today I'll teach you the count functionality. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. What you're saying? Let's say in our requirement, we're saying once you submit the data for a student, you should not allow to submit the same a record for the same student, right? Like, okay, the
Yeah,
same, just consider this name as a student A. Okay, okay. Let's say I'm placing record. So here in the record, if you see here, the student A is already there. Okay. So what you have to do is again you have to do the validation, or else you can stop in on user input itself when they write. When they select the student, right, you can stop it there itself actually. So you select the student name. What you have to do is you have to write a count function. You have to take the count in the same report. So for in our requirement, it's a mark table itself. In mine, it's order table. So get count is equal to which form, the same form. Name is equal to input dot name. If this dot out of greater than 0, then you have to say alert order already placed. Order already placed. Equal to empty. Okay, delete the empty one. So if I place the order for the same student here, see, it's order already placed. This is how you have to write the count function in our thing. So if the student is already selected, you should say that student mark is already registered.
Yeah, okay. And another one is here in this product, the subform. Like we
Mm-hmm.
have two products over there, and
Mm-hmm.
it also allows to select same product multiple times. So,
Okay. Okay, I'll teach you that little later because it's you have to write for each loop and check whether that the student is already selected in a previous row. But for that you have to understand the list concept before. Okay, I'll
yeah,
teach you
okay.
that once we complete the list concept and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll note it down. I know what you are asking. So what you are saying is if you choose something like product A, the product A
Yeah,
should not be visible in the next row, right? Or
yeah, yeah.
oh, so yeah, I understood. I'll teach you that. Okay.
Okay.
So you learned total, lot of math functionality is there. That day I told you that you have to go to Deluge script. Here, if you see here, see, if you see here how we used count function, the same way there are a lot of built-in functions are there in Zoho. Okay, so what you have to first we have learned the number functions, right? So you have to learn all these number functions. I mean, you just take a look on this number function. What are all the number function predefined default function available in Zoho? You just check it from here. Okay.
Yeah,
The
okay.
same way you can learn the text functions from here. How to use contains, not contains. What does mean by is empty? What get alpha will do? You have to learn all this because if you learn all these things, then when the requirement comes, you know what you want to use it. Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. I will go through this always.
Yeah. So you go through this built-in functions. I'll Okay. So this one you have to learn. So our training plan. 1 minute. Sorry. So conditional logic and loops we have learned already. It's like loop, if else, if for each. Okay, you know that, right?
Yeah, for loop, I know.
Already you have used it also. So this
Yeah.
record operations also, okay, I have to teach you the delete alone. For the fetch and update, I have already taught. uh, you have tried fetch also. Tomorrow you will try the update one. Okay, now
Okay.
I'll teach you the delete one. Okay.
Okay.
In Zoho, okay, in Zoho, when you go into this, when you go into the report, there is an option called delete. Okay, here. Okay, there is an option called delete. So you can write code in deletion. Okay, in Zoho, how you are writing a code in create or edit, the same way you can write a code in delete also. Okay, but in delete, you will get only two options. One is on validate, another one is on delete. Okay, if you want to check any condition on any data record delete, you have to write your code in non validation. Okay, the same way, if you want to do any action after the record is deleted from the database, you have to write it in on success. Okay, if you go into here, create workflow. If you click on workflow, see, if you click on delete, you will get two options here, Pavan. One is on validation on record deletion, successful on record deletion. If you do on validate, okay, let's say you don't want user to delete any record from this particular report. There are two options. One option is you can remove this delete permission from the user. Okay, that we will cover only when we learn about user and permissions. Okay, you can remove this delete permission from that user at login. That is one option. Another option is you can write a validation and stop deleting it. Okay, if you can write any validation saying that if that record, let's say if this record is linked with the status is new, right? If the status is new in processing, you should not allow the user to delete it. In that condition, what you have to do is, if input dot status is equal to in processing. Okay, in that case, you show some alert message. Alert cannot be deleted, something like that. And how we will write the cancel submit in validation, the same way you have to write cancel delete here. Okay,
Okay.
so in this case, user can delete any record, but we have condition based on status. So if they try to delete this one, okay, cannot be deleted. Okay,
Okay.
so you can write the validation like this. The same way, if in on success also you can write. Okay, let's say you have okay, on success, how, okay, when the on success will work, when the record is deleted. Okay, after the record is deleted, the on success will be triggered. Okay, so you can send a notification to the admin that the record has been deleted. You can write it like that. Okay, so in here, the same workflow, what you have to do is workflow
Mm.
deleted on success. Here you can write the code. This will run only after the deletion of that record. Okay, so here, from here, I'm going to drag the send email functionality. Okay, you can do anything from Jogo dot admin user ID to I'll give my personal email ID. Okay. When you can mention any. Oh, sorry. You can mention the message. So this will trigger after the record deletion actually. Okay. So if I delete, say if I delete this record, so it's deleted. I should have received email actually. It's wait for 2 more minutes. I'll receive the notification. Okay. So you should know, this validation will run before the deletion of record. The success will run after the
For the
deletion of.
deletion. Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
you cannot get any data value in on success of cancel. I think. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
so this is on delete. So in workflow we have covered everything except field rules. Okay, I'll cover field rules today. Okay, so when I try to teach you, there is I taught you everything, right? This one is I didn't teach the field
Yeah,
rules.
field roles.
Field rules are nothing but we will say on load. Okay, when you create a field rule, there are set of field rules are available in Zoho. Okay, here the hide fields, enable fields, show fields, disable fields. These are all the field rules. If you click on hide fields, no, in the onload we will write hide the field name.
Yeah,
No, you don't need to write if you select that field it from here. If I want to hide the status column, you can set it like this. You don't need to write hide status in the onload actually. So it will give you, some additional thing. You don't need to write a code where you just come and set a rule saying that hide this field or disable that field. You can do everything through field rules actually.
okay.
It just the field rule. If you see here, the show and hide subform action. Okay. Let's say Pavan, you want, here you want to hide the add new option, or else you want to hide this delete option in subform. What you have to do is you can do only through field rules. If you see here, it says hide subform delete entry, right? It will ask you which subform. Okay, then you choose. If you have more than one subform, you have to choose the subform name there. Okay, if you hide the delete entry, see the delete option will be removed from here.
Okay.
Okay, the field
Okay.
rules are nothing but something you cannot be achieved through code, right? Especially like hiding the subform entry or hiding the add row entry. That you can be achieved only through field rules, Pavan.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so there are 4 or 5. Okay, hide, show, enable, disable. Enable and disable is very simple. We saw that earlier, right? This is disable, right? Based on some condition, if you want to enable it, you can write enable space this field name. How you are writing the disable, the same way you have to write the enable in code also. If you don't want to do that through code, you can use these field rules actually. The same way I told you, right? If you want to set any initial value for this field, you can do this in this initial value column, right? The
Yeah,
same
yeah.
can be achieved through field value also. Test. Okay. So if you go here, the initial value will be added if you enable the set field values. Okay. So the field value in field rules, you'll get 6 options. Those 6 options can be achieved through code also, except that hide or enable subform entry. You cannot do that through code. That can be achieved only through field rules. This part. Okay. The remaining you can do that in code also. Only this part cannot be achieved through code actually. Okay.
Okay.
The same way you have the option, you can define it on condition based also. Let's say if you want to do the name, hide or show option for any particular region, you can do that. Okay, if the user belongs to Chennai, you can write the location belongs to Chennai, then you can do this action. If the user belongs to Mumbai, you can do that action. You can do that based on condition also. Okay, or else if it is common for everybody, then you can choose always. Okay, understood, Pavan?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have covered all the workflow here. We have covered all the workflow. Okay, only I missed
Like,
one more thing. I missed
like,
one more thing, Kavan, here. If you
yeah,
see
that's
here,
fine.
addition of row, deletion of row. Okay, let's say, if you want to do some action on this add row. Okay, when user clicks on add row, if you want to do any action, okay, then what we can do is what where you have to write the code is you have to write in addition of a row. Okay, so if you want to run any action when the user clicks on delete, if you want to write any code, then you can do it in on deletion of row.
Okay.
Okay. For example, you asked me, right? Initially, you asked me, right? When someone select product A, the product B should not be visible from here, right?
Yeah.
That we have to write it in add new here. An addition of row, we have to write a code actually. Okay.
Okay.
So on the same way, if you want to do something on deletion of row, if you want the user to, if you want to give any alert on delete, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Okay. Okay. So if you have subform in your form, then you will get these two options additionally actually.
Okay.
So you know what is created, edited, created, edited, and deleted, right? We have covered all four.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then let's say the schedules. Okay. Uh, the schedules or nothing, but I thought I have explained on the tray, right? If you want a birthday wish in our employee list, okay, what you have to do is you can select from when you want to run this schedule, at what time you want to run this schedule. Let's say this we want to run this schedule on 12 a.m. in the morning, okay. So you want to run this birthday wish mail on daily basis or any weekly, monthly, yearly, or only once. Okay, anyway, we have to check, we have to trigger the birthday reminder every day. Okay, so we will choose it as daily birthday. You just name of the workflow. This is user defined one. This is for our reference. Okay, you can create
Okay.
anything. Okay, if you click on this, if you write Deluge script, let's say send mail or anything you can do. You can send a message or you can send a mail, or if you want to update any field, you can use all those things here. If you want to send any report, you can do that. For now, I'll drag only. Oh, sorry. I'll say I want to send the order report every day. Hmm? Components. All orders. I want to send this the report every day as PDF. Message orders report. Express. This is also order report. Let's say
Like
this is
this execute on based on the time and date they have given.
yes, yeah. But yeah, the time, but it will execute every day because we have checked as daily, we have created as daily schedule, right? So it will execute every day at 12 o'clock. Pawan?
Yeah,
Okay. So attachment we have to execute in a different way. You have to give it like this report link name. All orders control is set. I don't think we have to, if you want to send, you have to give report link name criteria. Yeah. File as PDF, correct? Oh, this is not a file. This is a view. Okay, that's it. So if you trigger this, we will get this all orders report as a PDF in our mail. Okay, but this schedule will be triggered every day at 9 o'clock. Sorry, not 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So you
okay.
can create a schedule, let's say if you want to trigger something on weekly or basis, you can create it, or monthly, yearly, or if you want to run schedule only once, you can create one schedule. Okay, this is running based on specific date and time. If you want to run something based on date field, which means you have some, if you have any date column in your report, okay, okay, you can trigger based on that date and time in your report field. If you have any date field in your report, you can trigger the schedule based on that field also.
Yeah,
Okay, that is these two options you have. Schedules, you can run it in specific time and specific date based on some cycle, daily, monthly, or weekly or yearly cycle. Otherwise, you can run it on some specific date which you have in your application also you can do. Okay.
okay. So this is basically on the form, like
Yeah.
form fields.
Form field. Yes. Yep. Form fields also you can do. Okay. So if uh, I should get it right.
I think you have
Here,
sent it for 12 o'clock.
no. I just executed manually now. Okay.
Okay.
So I got it. I got this order, all orders report as a PDF. You can send this as XLS also. So the previous one also I got it in spam actually. Okay. Now you understand that Pavan how to create schedule where you
Yeah,
wanna
we will have
use
it.
schedule. Okay. So tomorrow I'll teach you about the functions and list and map also.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah, you just try how you were trying yesterday, the same way you just try to do everything. You have to try update and schedule. Okay. And let me know if you have any issue
Yeah,
or
okay,
doubt.
okay.
Okay. Thank you, Pavan. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.